coupling. Okay, good morning to one and all. Okay, now we are going to discuss coefficient of coupling in this today's lecture. So before going to discuss about coefficient of coupling, so I would like to recall the things which we discussed in the last class. So self-inductance and mutual inductance, where self-inductance means it is the property of the coil that opposes change in current flowing through it. Change in current flowing through it. Whereas mutual inductance means, so it is the property of a coil that opposes the change in current flowing through the neighboring coil through which it has got an induced EMF. It has got an induced EMF. Okay. So whereas self-induced EMF means, the EMF induced in a coil, due to change in flux produced by the coil itself. Due to change in the flux produced by the coil itself. That's why it is called self-induced EMF. Whereas the mutually induced EMF means the EMF induced in a coil due to change in the flux produced by the neighboring coil. That's why it is called mutually induced EMF. That is what we discussed in the last class, and we derived some mathematical expressions for both self-inductance as well as the mutual inductance. Okay. So now we'll see, we are going to discuss another important aspect, which is called coefficient of coupling. So here this coefficient of coupling between coils is defined as the fraction of magnetic flux produced by the current in one coil that links with the other. So a fraction of magnetic flux produced by the one coil that links with the another coil. Suppose if you take these two coils, suppose if current is flowing through the first coil, left side coil. Okay, so how much of flux linking with the secondary coil? Okay. So this is the fraction of flux linking with the secondary coil when current flowing through the first coil. That is given by the coefficient of coupling. So for that, to understand this phenomenon, let us consider two coils of N1 and N2 number of turns, and assume when I1 is flowing through the coil 1, current I1 is flowing through the coil 1 is changing, then EMF induced in coil 2, that is mutually induced EMF. Okay. Suppose if current is flowing through the coil 1, if it is changing, so an EMF will be induced in coil 1. That is a part of flux produced by the coil 1 is also linked with that flux is called mutual flux. Because of that mutual flux, an EMF will be induced in coil 2. That EMF is called mutually induced EMF. And we have expressed the self-inductance L is equal to N5 by I. Suppose L1 is equal to N1 phi1 by I1. L1 is equal to N1 phi1 by I1, whereas L2 is equal to N2 phi2 by I2. So therefore, if you take mutual inductance of coils, M is with respect to coil 1. So M is equal to N2 phi2 by I1, where N2 is number of turns in coil 2 and phi2 is flux linking with secondary winding or second coil, and I1 is, now current is flowing through I1 only. Okay, current flowing through I1 only. So therefore, this M is equal to N2 into phi2 by I1. Okay, that is usually induced EMF. Okay, then let us consider the coefficient of coupling const K1, let us assume K1 is equal to phi 2 by phi 1, phi 2 by phi 1, because it is defined as the fraction of flux produced by the coil 1 links with coil 2, links with coil 2. That's why here K1 is equal to phi 2 by phi 1, phi 2 by phi 1. So from this, phi 2 is equal to K1 into phi 1, K1 into phi 1. Okay, so if you substitute this value here, then M is equal to N2, where phi 2 is equal to K1 into phi 1. So K1 into phi 1 by I1. I1 by I1. So let us consider it as an equation 1. Now, if you excite coil 2, so flux phi 2 will be produced, and a part of this flux phi 2 links with coil 1, that is called phi 1, okay. Then this M is equal to N1 phi 1 by I2, N1 phi 1 by I2, N1 phi 1 by I2, okay. So 1 minute, one of your friend raised her hand. Yeah, Vasu Chandra.
Yes, sir. Sir.
Yeah, tell me.
Sir, M1, M2 into sir. How explain sir M1, M2 difference sir?
M1, M2 now.
Yes, sir. First coil 1 was M1 anar sir.
Coil N1. Wait for a while.
Coil
Wait for a
N1,
while.
N2 sir.
For a while. Okay. So therefore, now if you excite coil 2, coil 2 who raised hand? Raviteja. Okay. So if you excite coil 2, so I2 is flowing through the coil 2, then flux phi 2 is flowing through coil 2. So a part of phi 2 is linking with coil 1, that is called phi 1. So therefore this M can be written as N1 phi 1 by I2, N1 phi 1 by I2, N1 phi 1, okay, by I2. So now we have two M's. Okay, and here we considered K1 is equal to phi 2 by phi 1, Here we'll consider again this K2 is equal to phi 1 by phi 2, Earlier, phi 1 is actual flux, phi 2 is mutual flux. Now phi 2 is actual flux, phi 1 is mutual flux. So therefore, this K2 is equal to phi 1 by phi 2. This gives, okay, phi 1 is equal to K2 into phi 2. So if you substitute this phi 1 value earlier expression, M, you can get N1 K2 phi 2 by I2, N1 K2 phi 2 by I2. Okay, so when we consider the magnitudes are same, okay, the current magnitudes are same, and okay, so this mutual inductance also same. So this mutual inductance M into M, so from equation 1 and 2, if you take M square, M into M square is equal to, okay, N1, N2, phi 1, phi 2, K1, K2 by I1, I2. So if you separate that, so you may get like this, K1 into K2 into N1 phi 1 by I1, N2 phi 2 by I2. So what is N1 phi 1 by I1? L1. Whereas N2 phi 2 by I2 is equal to L2. N2 phi 2 by I2 is equal to L2. So L1 into L2. Okay. So take K1 into K2. K1. So this gives K1, K2, L1, L2. K1, K2, L1, L2. So this can be written as M square is equal to K square into L1 into L2. L1 into L2. So from this, K is equal to M by square root of L1 L2. Square root of L1 L2. where K is equal to square root of K1 into K, K1 into K2. Okay, so therefore the coefficient of coupling K is equal to mutual inductance by square root of L1 into L2, L1 into L2. So this is the important formula to calculate coefficient of coupling for two coils, okay, which are close to each other, or when they share flux between two coils. Okay. Now, so therefore, this value of K lies between 0 to 1. This value of K lies between 0 to 1. When K is equal to 0, that means two coils are not coupled. That means there is no sharing of flux between coil 1 and 2. When K is equal to 0. When K is equal to 1 means the two coils are perfectly coupled. That means the maximum flux produced by the coil 1 links with the coil 2. See, suppose here there are two coils. If you take coil 1 and coil 2, if K is equal to 0 means, so therefore there is no flux produced by the coil 1 links with coil 2. If suppose K equal to 1 means, the entire flux produced by the coil 1 links with coil 2. Okay. If K less than 0.5, means the two coils are loosely coupled. That means, okay. So 50% of the flux produced by the coil 1 links with coil 2. Whereas K is greater than 0.5 means two coils are tightly coupled. That means, so more than 50% of the flux produced by the coil 1 links with coil 2. Simply you can say K equal to 0 means, okay, 0 EMF induced in the second coil. Whereas K equal to 1 means the primary first coil voltage is equal to second coil voltage, 100% efficiency. Okay, it is also not possible. When K less than 0.5 means the efficiency of two coils is less than 50%. It is greater than 50%. Greater than 50%. Okay. So this is okay. So that is about the coefficient of coupling. So it is also very important. People ask what is the range of K or range of coefficient of coupling. So it lies between 0 to 1. Okay. So this is about self-inductance, mutual inductance, and coefficient of coupling. Okay. Then inductances in series. Okay. So here, this is now, if you connect two coils in series, then how to calculate its equivalent inductance when coupling is considered? Earlier also we calculated equivalent inductance when coils are connected in series and parallel. But that time, okay, we did not consider the coupling. That is mutual inductance. We considered only self-inductances. Okay, now we are considering the magnetic coupling. So that means earlier, while discussing first chapter, we talked about conductively coupled circuits. Now we are talking about conductively plus magnetically coupled circuits. Okay, now see here. The two coils in that first one, depending upon the direction of current flowing through the coil, this series connection can be classified into two types. One is the cumulative coupling and differential coupling. In that first one, the cumulative coupling. Okay, the two coils connected in series are said to be cumulatively coupled when the current flowing through the two coils are in same direction. same direction in order to produce the flux in same direction. Here there is no full stop, so take comma. I will modify it later. Okay. So when two coils are connected in series are said to be cumulatively coupled when the current flowing through the two coils are in same direction. The current flowing through the two coils are in same direction. See here in the figure, the current is flowing through from left to right in the coil 1. Even for coil 2 also, the current is flowing from left to right. So therefore, the direction of flux also same. See, if you take thumb, the direction of current, the four fingers gives the direction of flux. So for coil 1, okay, this is inward direction. Whereas for coil 2 also inward direction. Both are inward direction. Okay, both are inward direction. So therefore, the resultant flux is cumulative. Okay. So therefore, the resultant flux is greater than the flux produced by each coil. That's why it is called cumulatively coupling. So let us consider L1 is equal to coefficient of self-inductance of coil 1, where L2 is coefficient of self-inductance of the coil 2, and M is the coefficient of mutual inductance between two coils. Okay. Now, if the current flowing through the coil increases by di amperes in dt seconds, okay, that means if current is changing as di in dt seconds, therefore the self-induced EMF in coil 1 is equal to L1 into di by dt. L1 into di by dt. Whereas the self-induced EMF in coil 2 is equal to minus L2 into di by dt. As the current flowing through both coils are same because they are in series. Okay. Now, the mutually induced EMF in coil 1 due to change in current in coil 2, which is equal to minus M into di by dt. Though it is coil 1 or coil 2, the current flowing through both coils are same because they are in series. That's why here we have got minus M into di by dt. And the mutually induced EMF in coil 2 due to change in current in coil 1. Again minus M into di by dt. Okay. So therefore, the total induced EMF V is equal to VL1 plus VL2 plus 2 mutually induced EMFs. Okay. So therefore, minus L1 into di by dt, minus L2 into di by dt, minus M into di by dt, minus M into di by dt. So this gives minus of L1 plus L2 plus 2M into di by dt. So where V, total voltage V is equal to L equivalent into di by dt. This can be written as L equivalent into di by dt, where L equivalent is equal to L1 plus L2 plus 2M. So therefore, if you want to calculate the equivalent inductance of two coils when they are connected in series, okay, with magnetically coupling, so you can use this formula. L equivalent is equal to L1 plus L2 plus 2M. Okay. Yeah. Chandra.
Yes, sir.
Tell me, what is your doubt? No doubt?
Nothing, sir.
Okay,
No,
done.
sir.
Okay, good. Okay. So therefore, here, the total inductance of series connected coils in cumulative coupling, L equivalent is equal to L1 plus L2 plus 2M. Okay. Now, so this is about the cumulative coupling. Now, come to another configuration, that is differential coupling. Differential coupling. Okay. So the two coils connected in series are said to be differentially coupled. Differentially coupled when the current flowing through the two coils are in opposite direction. Such that the direction of fluxes produced by the two coils acts in opposite direction. Okay. So if you come to this figure here, for coil 1, the current is flowing from left to right. Whereas for coil 2, the current is flowing from right to left. Okay. Suppose if you take coil 1, the direction of flux is into the paper or into the observer. Suppose if I am an observer, the direction of flux is into the observer, because this is the direction of current. My 4 fingers, okay, my fingers gives the direction of magnetic flux. It is into the observer for coil 1. Whereas for coil 2, the direction of current is reversed. So therefore, the direction of flux is out of the observer. For coil 1, it is into the observer, whereas for coil 2, it is out of the observer. So therefore, the fluxes produced by the two coils are in opposite direction. So therefore, the resultant flux is equal to phi1 minus phi2 or phi2 minus phi1. Okay. So therefore, here we can write the total induced EMF V is equal to minus L1 into di by dt minus L2 into di by dt. The self-induced EMFs. Whereas coming to mutually induced EMFs, instead of minus, you can get plus sign. Instead of minus, you can get plus because of the change in the direction of current. So therefore, okay, plus m into di by dt plus m into di by dt. So from this we can get minus of L1 plus L2, okay, minus 2m into di by dt. Minus of L1 plus L2 minus 2m into di by dt. So from this, V is equal to minus L equivalent into di by dt. Minus L equivalent into di by dt. From this, the L equivalent is equal to L1 plus L2 minus 2m. L equivalent is equal to L1 plus L2 minus 2m. Okay. So in the cumulatively coupled coils, the total inductance of series connection is equal to L1 plus L2 plus 2m. L1 plus L2 plus 2m. Whereas in differentially coupled, the total inductance L equivalent is equal to L1 plus L2 minus 2m. Okay. So this is about the series connection. Instead of going to parallel connection, we will discuss one problem. We will discuss these things tomorrow's class. So come to this problem. The combined inductance of two coils connected in series is 0.6 Henry or 0.1 Henry depending upon the relative direction of currents in the coils. If one of the coil has self-inductance of 0.2 Henry, find A, mutual inductance, B, coefficient of coupling. Okay. So here, you just read out once again. The combined inductance of two coils connected in series is 0.6 Henry or 0.1 Henry, depending upon the relative direction of the currents in the coils. If one of the coil has self-inductance of 0.2, he asked to find mutual inductance and coefficient of coupling. Okay, that is, if you connect two coils in series, depending upon the direction of fluxes, okay, there are two possibilities. One is cumulatively coupled and differentially coupled. In cumulatively coupled, L1 plus L2 plus 2m. So therefore, the resultant inductance is more than individual inductance. Is it right? So therefore, L1 plus L2 plus 2M, that is cumulatively connected. In cumulatively connected, the total inductance is more, whereas in differentially coupled, the total inductance is less. So therefore, 0.6 Henry is the inductance of cumulatively coupled, and 0.1 Henry is the inductance of the cumulatively differentially coupled. So here given that L1 is equal to 0.2 Henry, okay, that is self-inductance, and L cumulative is equal to L1 plus L2 plus 2M is equal to 0.6. 0.6. Oh, 1 minute. Sorry. So it is L difference. It is differentially coupled. So L differentially coupled is equal to 0.1. L1 plus L2 minus 2M is equal to 0.1. So here it is 0.6. L1 plus L2 plus 2M is equal to 0.6, and L1 plus L2 minus 2M is equal to 0.1. And it is given that L1 is given. He asked to find L2, M, the value of M, and the value of K. So then how do you get? Okay. Suppose if you sum these two, 2M gets cancelled. You can get 2L1 plus L2. As we know L1, you can get L2 value. Is it right? So therefore, see. First add these two and do it. Oh. What happened? Sorry. Okay. So see here. You just add these two, L1 and L2. L cumulative and L differential. Add those two. So if you add these two, you can get L1 plus 2 into L1 plus L2 equal to 0.7. From that L1 plus L2 0.35, where we know L1 0.2, so therefore 0.15 L2. So if you substitute L2 value here, also you may get M. Okay? Or straight away if you subtract 1 from 2 or 2 from 1, you may get it. 4M is equal to 0.5. From that M is equal to 0.125 Henry. 0.125 Henry. From this, we can easily, once we know the value of L1 and L2 and M, you can find coefficient of coupling easily. K is equal to M by root L1 L2. K is equal to M by root L1 L2. We know L1 value, L2 value, and M value. So K is equal to 0.125 by square root of 0.2 into 0.15. Which gives 0.72. So 0.72 is the coefficient of coupling. That is 70% of flux produced by the primary links with secondary. Is it right? 72% of the primary flux links with the secondary coil. So like this you solve the problems. So these are very important. Sometimes you may get for even the gate also. Okay. I'll give you one more problem, and you do it as a homework. Okay. You just note down this problem. The two coils with the coefficient of coupling between them are 0.6 Henry are connected in series so as to magnetize same direction and opposite direction. The total inductance in series, in the same direction is 1.5 Henry and in opposite direction is 0.5 Henry. Find the self-inductance of two coils. Find the self-inductance of two coils. So you do it at home. So here K is given, coefficient of coupling K is given, and same direction, cumulatively coupled, differentially coupled is given. Okay, the total inductance in same direction is given. Okay. So now you find the inductance of two coils. You just find L1 and L2. L1 is 0.22, L2 is 0.78. Okay, I will ask the answer in the next class. I will ask you each one like today. You need to give the answer. You need to get these two answers. Okay, do this problem at home.